Look at that. Boom. Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'd like to make a formal apology to everyone. It came to my attention, and I didn't realize this until after I uploaded, but I forgot to say whoa, whoa, whoa in the last video. I am so sorry. I don't know what came over me, and after reviewing that footage, I don't recognize myself. Let me give you another one to make up for it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if you can see that clock back there, but it's 5:11. Hashtag 5:11 was an inside job, am I right, everybody? We're up at 5:11. I actually woke up at 4:30 because the Bach bell is calling. It's calling my name, and I have to practice. Would you guys be upset if I just tried playing the Fugue to 997 again? It was such a slog like a month ago, but now that it's done, and my practice basically just consists of playing through it slowly, like especially the last page or so, I feel it getting more solid every day, and it's like, oh man, it's at the end. It's at the end stage. So I don't know, I might just do that. I've been feeling really good with a lot of different things. Like my Rosciatos, they're feeling way better. I don't know how badly I want to play the Rodrigo for you, because then it's going to get a copyright claim, which I don't like. I hate that. That's my least favorite thing on earth. Oh no, I might just play Bach for you. Hey, no drama today. Sorry. We're going to practice. That's what's going on here. First, I'm going to answer some common questions, but then I have all the time in the world to practice for as long as I possibly can. My deadline is noon today, so I have 7 hours. Little less than 7 hours. And then from there, after a long day of practice, I'm going to be doing my recital class, which currently has 8 people in it. Ooh, I thought this was going to be a light class, but apparently not. Papa's working today. Look at me saying like, oh, I really have to work at this class that I set up myself. It's not work, it's fun. It does take a lot out of me though, because I try to say like meaningful stuff for every person. But yeah, we'll play a little game. Since this video is going to be going on for a while, it's at 8 people right now. I'll let you know if it goes to 9 or whatever by the end of this video. By the time this video is coming out, you won't be able to register, but you would be able to register for the next class, which I'll go ahead and make right now. And let me just say, this isn't a specific comment question, but I've gotten this one quite a bit, because I feel like what it looks like I do with my life is I just talk crap on the internet, and through clever social media marketing, through RageBait, I've essentially avoided having to grow up and like get a real job and stuff, which is true. And I'm referring to one specific comment that said like, you should stop this and get a real job, something meaningful. And to that I would say, are meaningful jobs just like being handed out? What kind of meaningful job do you think I'm qualified to have with my employment gap that I've had? The only job that I could actually get is to become an assistant at my university, which is like not even really a job because it basically pays nothing after tuition. So I don't really know what to say about comments like that. But the recital class is kind of a job, and it is probably the most meaningful thing that I do, because it allows me to connect with a bunch of other people that are also really passionate about this thing. That's what I would say to you. I do a recital class every week. That's my meaningful job, and that justifies me being a piece of crap 6 days a week. I forget what my point was going to be with that, but hopefully you all are doing meaningful things with your time as well. Or not. You know, you don't have to be like doing meaningful stuff all the time either. Don't worry about it so much. Just like try to figure something out that's good for today. Maybe that's not the best advice. I don't know. Alright, let's get into some comment questions, and then I'm going to practice. I've talked way too much recently. I need to take a page out of Marston's book and just play instead of yap. Hey, here's a comment on the Mark Knopfler video. What do you think of Elliott Smith? Elliott Smith is great. He's a national treasure. I love him. I only know like 2 songs by him, but you know, man, I'll tear those 2 songs up. That's true for a lot of people like that. And man, just music in general. I haven't been listening to music as much as I should be, but I have been practicing a lot. But I feel like I should probably expose myself to music a little more than I do now. It's tough. There's only so many hours in the day. Something that I do feel good about is that I feel like I enjoy practicing guitar more now than I ever have before. And the things that I'm looking at when I practice now are so much more detailed, and I guess I'm just like more aware of like more musical things than I ever have been before. But I almost feel like with listening to music, I'm almost more disconnected than I used to be. Especially with the music I used to listen to when I was in my early 20s. Like stuff that I would find really moving, like I'll listen to it now, and I'm almost like, it's hard for me to like feel that again. I have to like really get into the headspace for that. And I think that's just a symptom of like the music listening part of my brain just like atrophying from not using it, I guess. But even still, like I feel like I'm thinking very musically. It's just weird, I guess. So I don't know, maybe that's just a wake-up call for me to listen to some Elliott Smith or just anything, honestly. Because I really don't prioritize listening to music these days. It's all about just practice. Hey, this was from A_sarcastic, friend of the channel. Hello! He didn't address me by my name, so I'm surprised I'm even reading this, but here we go. I just wanted to say thank you for what you're doing. Ah, that's why. It's the praise and appreciation. That's why I'm reading it, of course. I recently got my master's degree in classical guitar. Nice. I recently almost got my master's degree. I still have a year. And I've been playing classical guitar for the last 19 years. Hey, dude, that's more than 12 years, so that's pretty good.
Go to the gym at lunch or for drinks after work. Guitar Center is where I hang out because I can play anything I want for as long as I want. Which means if I'm not at home or at work, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm on my way home now.
I mean, the people here, they become my friends. 6 years after I walked into Guitar Center, I'm in a band, I'm recording an EP, and have a great collection of gear. And if I can go from knowing nothing about music to all this, who knows what coming in here is going to do for you.
You know, it takes 12 years to be able to play anything. So I started to kind of lose passion for it in the last 2 years or so. That's a common thing I hear. I feel like sticking with classical guitar takes a certain amount of like insane passion and discipline. It's so intensive. Like if you're gonna actually meaningfully study classical guitar, you should dedicate like hours to it every day. You're not some campfire Wonderwall guitar player like picking up the guitar every 2 weeks. It is not a casual endeavor. I can see why people burn out on it, and especially after a master's degree, I hear stories of a lot of people just like quitting, at least for a while, or even after an undergrad. I quit for a little bit after my undergrad, but I picked it up again. I only took like a 3-month break, and I just like kind of studied jazz hardcore. But anyways, you lost passion for it. Your channel alone for some reason restored my appreciation for academic rigor and nuanced approach to music. That's one of the greatest things that I can hear that my channel does, because I honestly feel like what inspires people with this sort of thing is just having some illusion of a community. Like I do feel that me just waking up super early and just showing you like, hey, I'm gonna practice a bunch now, it just sort of puts a little fire in you, and it's like, hey, someone else is doing it. I know I feel that way. And just an example for like other subjects, like I'm in a phase of my life right now where I'm really just doing music like all the time. That's all I think about. I have other passions though, like I like working out and stuff, but I've like totally neglected that. And sometimes it's throwing on that fitness YouTuber that just like, once I watch that for like 5 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go like work out now. The community helps is my point. So I'm glad that you get something out of it. I really am. And therefore, for classical music in general, I don't teach anymore, and I work as a web developer now. Boom, there you go. You can buy yourself a Blackwell, I bet. Hey, there's the meaningful job. Just become a web developer. Do you think they'd let me be a web developer? Do you know how stupid I am? That's a little fun fact about me. I actually tried getting into computer science like after my bachelor's degree, because I also was a concerned undergraduate of guitar, and I was like, what am I gonna do? And this was before I started teaching. So I started taking like online courses for a week just on like basic little web development projects, and I hated it, and I just didn't understand it. I was like, if this is my life, this is a very grim reality for me. I don't think I want to do this. And then shortly after, I made teaching guitar lessons work, and then way after that I started doing this, which is what I do now. But that's good that you have the chops for that. So basically, I don't even need to practice classical guitar anymore. You still need to. You might not need to for your job, but for your soul, I think that you do need to. But I still do. That's good. That's good. And I do it with pleasure. That's irrelevant, but I'm glad that you do it with pleasure too. And to a large extent, it's thanks to your videos. I appreciate what you're doing, and I think that a lot of classical guitar players out there do too. That's great, man. I'm glad. I hope that a lot of classical guitar players feel that way. I'm sure that they do. I also get this like overwhelming feeling that I must be hated by a lot of classical guitar players too, just because I'm so obnoxious and annoying. and they probably feel like I'm giving classical guitar a bad name. But yeah, I appreciate everything that you're saying, and that gets me fired up to go ahead and get to practicing. Hey, I only talked for like 20 minutes. I'm done talking. It's time to act Actions. It's only 5:30 now. Let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? I'll move you over to the thing. Hey, less talk, more Bach. Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to it now. So, I will see you on the other side. Alright, I think I'm about done. So, I'm gonna play some Bach for you. Get on over here. Oh man, I need to remember to hydrate when I practice for a long time. I'm feeling a little dehydrated, but I'll do that after I play. So, check this out. I'm gonna play the entire fugue, and the last, minute of it is gonna suck really bad, but that's okay. As usual, I'm gonna play the slow part from memory. hate myself. I want to play it that fast, but I can't. So I'm going to start from the fast part, slowing it down. We're just going to hear all that again. It's fine. It's cool. got this part. Starts over. I won't do that. I'm sorry that you had to sit through that. Also, last time I complained about my hand hurting. My hand hurt equally as much, but that was my third attempt at playing through the whole thing. The first 2 times my hand felt like fine. So I think it's just learning the music better. You just waste less energy and stuff. I mean, like, obviously. But yeah, I feel like that's coming along. It, like, it's rough, like, in the later parts. But, I feel like just musically, I know, like, exactly what I want it to sound like, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I got for you today. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up here, and then, you know, I'll get ready for class. Oh, first I need to tell you, how many students are in the thing. Nope, only 8 guests still, so nobody's joined in the entirety of the filming of this video. That's fine. I might close off the registration. We'll see. 8's a lot. 8 is already going to be enough. Hey, of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Of course, the recital class, sign up for it not, like, 2 hours before, ideally. And then there's merch on Rootin's Delight. And yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go do something else for a second and prepare for this. I'll see you in the next one.